Hi, I'm Allie with Junior League's Kids in the Kitchen. Our goal as a group is to bring education about healthy lifestyles to those in our community. So through healthy recipes like the sweet potato and black bean chili we're going to make today, or through fitness like in our workout that we're going to do later. So today we're going to be making a sweet potato and black bean chili. We're going to start with a large pot and we're going to put 1 tablespoon, 1 to 2, depending on how much you want, into our pot. And we're going to turn that onto medium heat. All right, and then as that starts to warm up, we're going to get our garlic and onions ready. So I have 2 cloves of garlic here that I've peeled, and now I'm going to smash with my knife. And then we're going to mince this garlic into nice little pieces. Along with our garlic, we have our onion that we got chopped already. So we used 1 medium yellow onion. If you have a white onion that you want to use out of your fridge, that's fine too. So now that our olive oil is heated up, we're going to put our onion in. And we're going to let this cook for 3 to 4 minutes, just till the onion starts to get translucent, a little clear, before we then add in our garlic. So while that's cooking, we're going to then also prep our sweet potato. So we are going to use 2 large sweet potatoes for this recipe. You're going to peel the sweet potato, and you can either peel it with a vegetable peeler or you can use a knife. And we're just going to take all of the skin off of our sweet potato before we chop it up. So sweet potatoes are great because they have a lot of good vitamins. They're very filling, so they make a great filler in a food or by themselves. They can be used in savory dishes, sweet dishes, whatever you prefer. So I'm going to get all those peels off. Make sure you also wash your sweet potato like I did earlier. That way we get any germs off of the skin. We don't want that transmitting onto the rest of our sweet potato. Excellent. So now that we've got our sweet potato peeled, we're going to chop it into about 1-inch cubes. So you can chop it in half if you want. I like to chop it into little circles just because it's a little bit easier to work with. And then we can chop that down. So our onion's starting to cook a little bit. Give it a little stir. What's great also about chili is you can pretty much put whatever you want in there. So if you don't like sweet potato, you can leave it out. If you prefer no beans or you want extra beans, you can do that as well. There's also a non-vegetarian option. So if you want to put meat in your chili, you can use this time as well to be browning your choice of ground meat. So if you like chicken, turkey, beef, maybe a sausage, then you're going to brown that in a pan before we add it in when we start to cook the rest of our chili. All right, so we're starting to get that little bit of translucent onion in here. So we're gonna go ahead and give it a little stir. And then we're gonna add in the garlic and our sweet potato. So we can just put that in. Add also in our second sweet potato that we already had cut up. We're going to give this a big stir so all of that starts to soften up. We'll just give this a couple more minutes to start cooking down a little bit before we add in some of our spices, our tomatoes, and our beans. Okay, put our peels away. If you have a compost, you can put your sweet potato peels in your compost. All right, so what we're going to add next is we're going to stir in our spices. So our first one is we have 2 tablespoons of chili powder. We'll just sprinkle that in. And 2 teaspoons of cumin. 2 teaspoons of paprika. And 1 teaspoon of salt, just regular table salt. So we're gonna give that a little stir, get all those potatoes and onions coated. It smells very good. It's gonna make your house very fragrant. All right, now that that's done, we're gonna pour in the tomatoes and we're gonna leave them in their juice. So tomatoes go in. We've got a big can of diced tomatoes, or you can use 2 small cans. Then our black beans, we're gonna drain these and rinse them. So you can just use a colander in your sink. Dump them in. You can set your cans aside so that you can recycle them later. Give them a little shake. And then we're going to dump them right in the pot. Alright, so we'll give all this a stir. Alright, and then we're going to add 2 cups of water to finish this off before we let it simmer. The water you can play around with too if you have added extra ingredients, maybe if you put some meat in here and as it cooks up it's a little too thick, just add a little more water to it. All those flavors will blend together. All right, so we're gonna let this simmer uncovered for about 20 to 25 minutes. So while that's simmering and cooking, we're going to do a workout that you can do together. So I will meet you in a few seconds and we'll do our workout together. All right, while our food is cooking, we're going to do a short workout, and we're actually going to use your book bag, and we're going to fill it up with some books, water bottles, whatever you have in the house that you want to put in there to add a little bit of weight. So if you have water bottles, just toss it all in. So I'm going to give you a couple seconds. Go get your book bag, fill it up with however much weight you want, or you can always do it without the weight. All right, so now that you have your book bag filled up and ready to go, we're gonna put it on, and we're gonna start with squats. So you're just gonna come down into a squat and back up. We're gonna do 10 squats here, going down as low as you want. 3, 4, 5. We're gonna go 5 more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Excellent. Then we're going to go incline push-ups. So you can use the back of your couch. You can use a little bookshelf, a counter, wherever you would like. And we're going to go 10 push-ups. Five more. And maybe you're really strong and you want to do them on the ground. You can do that too. 2 and 1. Excellent. We're going to do an exercise now called a good morning. So you're going to hold on to your book bag, feet about hip width apart, and we're going to push our hips back and stand up tall. Push our hips back, stand up tall. We're going to go 10 reps here. Five more. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good. We're going to take that book bag off. Now we're going to do a bent over row. So similar position to that good morning. We're going to hinge forward. We're going to pull it up to our waist and back down. Pull it back and down. Let's go 7 more reps. 7, 4, 2, 1. Awesome. To finish off this circuit, we're going to set our book bag down and we're going to do karate kicks. So we're going to do 5 each side. So kick it up. We're going to alternate sides. 2 more each side. Let's do 1 more each side. Get another one in. Awesome. So you can do this circuit a few times through. Give yourself a little bit of rest right now, maybe 30 seconds, and then try to do it 3 or 4 more times. All right, I'll see you guys back in the kitchen. All right, now that we've gotten a good workout in, our soup has cooked up where our sweet potatoes are now nice and tender. You can break up the sweet potatoes a little bit. You can just smush them with your spoon if you want to make your soup a little bit thicker. And again, that is up to you. All right, and then we do have a few options for toppings. So we're going to dish up our soup. Smells good. And then we're going to pick out our toppings. So if you like avocado, you can do avocado. We have a nice big Florida avocado that we're using. So we just cut it in half. We're going to score it all the different ways. And then we'll just stick our spoon right along the edge. And that way we can just scoop out some nice chunks of avocado. So if you like avocado, you can put some avocado in there. Or you can use cilantro if you like cilantro. If you wanted a little cheese, or maybe some green onion. So what's neat about green onion is that you can use either the white end or you can use the green end to put in your chili. And you can take the end of your green onion and you can actually grow it into a new green onion. So all you gotta do is just cut off the ends, keep the roots, and you're just gonna put it in a little dish of water until you plant it in a pot or in the ground. So just put it in some water, put it in a windowsill, and then when you're ready, you can plant it in a pot or plant it in the ground and it'll grow up a brand new green onion for you to use. All right, we're gonna give this a taste. Nice and hot. Very good. So if you have leftovers, because it makes a lot, you can use your recycled containers that you either get from takeout or the deli and put your soup in here, seal it up, and put it in the freezer. And then you'll have soup whenever you need a last minute meal. You can just pull it out of the freezer, put it in a little bit of water to let it thaw, and dump it in a pot, and you're ready to go. All right, I hope you guys enjoy your dinner tonight, and we'll see you next time.